Have you ever noticed that you seem to lose strength or muscle tone faster than you used to, even if you're eating well and staying active? Maybe your arms feel a little weaker when lifting groceries, or your legs tire more quickly after a short walk. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone, and most importantly, you're not powerless. What happens to your muscles after the age of 60 might surprise you, but there are simple, proven things you can do to take back control. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about what your muscles are doing while you sleep? It turns out the nighttime hours are one of the most critical times for your muscle health. Yes, even when you're resting peacefully, your body is still working. And sometimes, it's not working in your favor, especially as we age. After 60, your body naturally starts to break down muscle at a faster rate. This process speeds up overnight during sleep, when you're not eating and your body shifts into a fasting state. During this time, it may begin to eat away at your muscle to get the nutrients it needs. This is called catabolism, and it can quietly lead to muscle loss, even if you had a healthy, protein-rich dinner. Now here's the tricky part. As we get older, we also face something called anabolic resistance. It sounds complicated, but it simply means our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle. This happens even if you're eating enough protein during the day. And because of this, your muscles may not get what they need to repair, grow, or stay strong, especially overnight. But here's the good news. You can fight back. In fact, there's a powerful and natural way to protect your muscles. And it all starts with what you eat in the hour before bed. When you choose the right foods in the evening, especially the ones that digest slowly, you can give your muscles exactly what they need to stay strong while you sleep. Let's explore some simple, tasty, and effective bedtime foods that can help you do just that. Picture this. You're winding down for the night. The TV's off, the lights are low, and you're ready for a good night's sleep. But before brushing your teeth and crawling into bed, you reach into your fridge and grab a small bowl of something creamy, cool, and satisfying. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese might not sound glamorous, but it's a secret weapon for maintaining muscle after 60. Why? Because it's rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting type of protein that continues to release amino acids into your bloodstream for hours after you eat it. In one study, seniors who had cottage cheese before bed increased their overnight muscle protein synthesis, that's your body's way of rebuilding muscle, by an impressive 31%. And there's more. Cottage cheese also contains tryptophan, a natural compound that helps support better sleep. So not only are you feeding your muscles, you're helping yourself relax and drift off more easily. It's a win-win. If you're not a fan of the texture, try blending it into a smoothie or mixing it with a bit of fruit and cinnamon for flavor. Now, if cottage cheese isn't your thing, don't worry. Another great option is something even simpler, hard-boiled eggs. They're compact, easy to prepare ahead of time, and packed with what your body craves, complete high-quality protein. But what makes eggs particularly powerful is a special amino acid they contain called leucine. Leucine plays a key role in signaling your body to build muscle. Think of it as the on switch for muscle repair. And the best part? You don't need to eat a lot. Just 1 or 2 eggs before bed can make a real difference. In fact, a study found that seniors who included eggs as part of their evening routine had a 19% higher muscle preservation rate compared to those who didn't. That's a big impact for such a small, easy snack. And if hard-boiled eggs feel a little dry or plain, try adding a dash of olive oil or a sprinkle of paprika for flavor, and added healthy fats. Speaking of healthy fats, there's another underrated bedtime food that deserves a spot in your kitchen. Tuna packed in olive oil. Not only is tuna an excellent source of lean protein and leucine, but when it's combined with the natural fats from olive oil, the digestion process slows down. This means your body gets a steady stream of muscle-supporting nutrients throughout the night, rather than all at once. The combination of protein and healthy fats in tuna and olive oil has been shown to boost overnight muscle protein synthesis by 34%, which is even more than cottage cheese. That's no small number, and it doesn't have to be fancy. A small portion with whole grain crackers or cucumber slices can make a great evening bite. Now I know what you might be thinking. I'm not always hungry at night, or I don't want to eat too close to bedtime. That's understandable. But the key here is not to eat a large meal. It's about giving your body just enough of the right kind of fuel, something light but powerful, to support your muscles while you rest. So far, we've talked about 3 simple, satisfying evening foods: creamy cottage cheese, convenient hard-boiled eggs, and flavorful tuna in olive oil. Each one offers a different kind of benefit, but they all work toward the same goal: protecting and strengthening your muscles as you sleep. And remember, these aren't just foods. They're tools. Tools that give you more control over how you, age. More strength to enjoy your days, more independence, more confidence in your body. Just imagine waking up feeling a little stronger, a little more stable on your feet, with fewer aches in your joints and muscles. That's the power of making one small change before bed. And when that change is delicious, convenient, and backed by science, it's hard to find a reason not to try it. So, as you're thinking about your nighttime routine tonight, ask yourself, what if the most important step to stronger muscles doesn't happen at the gym, but right in your own kitchen? Let's keep going. There's another creamy, tangy option that deserves the spotlight, and it's one you might already have in your fridge. Now, don't confuse Greek yogurt with the regular kind. Greek yogurt is thicker, creamier, and most importantly, much higher in protein, which is exactly what your muscles need. Just one serving gives you a solid boost of casein and whey protein, both of which work differently, but together to help nourish your body while you sleep. One of the great things about Greek yogurt is that it's also packed with probiotics, those helpful little bacteria that support digestion and gut health. Why does that matter? Because when your digestion works better, your body can absorb more nutrients, including protein and calcium, both crucial for maintaining strong muscles and bones. In fact, research shows that seniors who add Greek yogurt to their nighttime routine experience a 26% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. That's real progress you can feel over time. You might notice your balance improving, or that it's easier to stand up from a chair without using your hands. Greek yogurt is also incredibly versatile. You can mix it with berries, a sprinkle of oats, or even a spoonful of almond butter for a double muscle-friendly combo. Speaking of which, let's talk about almond butter, one of the tastiest ways to support your muscles while also improving your sleep. Almond butter is rich in healthy fats, plant-based protein, and magnesium, a mineral that helps relax your muscles and calm your nervous system. Magnesium also helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that, if too high, can interfere with both your sleep and muscle recovery. When you spread a little almond butter on a rice cake or mix it into a warm drink, you're not just having a treat. You're giving your body steady energy and nutrients that digest slowly and work all night long. That's exactly what your body needs to preserve muscle while reducing inflammation and stress. Plus, that cozy, nutty flavor? It's comfort in a spoon. And speaking of cozy, this next one might remind you of childhood, but with a golden twist that's perfect for older muscles and joints. Warm milk with turmeric. There's something incredibly soothing about a warm cup of milk at bedtime. But when you add turmeric, a bright yellow spice packed with curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory, it becomes a true healing drink. Not only does it deliver casein protein to feed your muscles through the night, it also helps reduce joint pain and stiffness, which can be a real barrier to movement as we age. Imagine waking up with a little more flexibility in your knees, a little less tightness in your back, and more comfort throughout your day. That's what warm milk with turmeric can help with, especially when it becomes a regular part of your evening routine. To make it, just warm up a cup of milk, dairy or even unsweetened almond milk, stir in a pinch of turmeric and a dash of black pepper to help your body absorb it better. Some people like to add a bit of honey or cinnamon for flavor. Sip it slowly and feel your body begin to unwind and repair. Now at this point you might be wondering, do these bedtime snacks really make that much of a difference? And the answer is yes, because the older we get, the more we need to work with our bodies instead of against them. Our bodies are changing, they digest food differently, they process protein less efficiently, and they recover from daily stress more slowly. But that doesn't mean we can't thrive. It just means we need to be smarter, more intentional. And by making one small change to what we eat before bed, we create a ripple effect. Better muscle protection, deeper sleep, less soreness, and more energy to enjoy the things we love. That could mean longer walks without needing to rest. It could mean more confidence when lifting things around the house. Or maybe it's just feeling stronger getting out of bed in the morning. These changes may seem small, but over time, they add up to something powerful. So far, we've looked at 6 foods that help you nourish your muscles overnight. All simple, all accessible. Cottage cheese for slow-digesting casein and better sleep. Hard-boiled eggs for muscle-activating leucine tuna in olive oil for a steady, protein-rich boost Greek yogurt for probiotics, calcium, and mitochondrial support almond butter. For plant-based protein and cortisol balance and warm milk with turmeric to ease joints and support healing. Each of these fits into a relaxed, enjoyable nighttime routine. They don't require complicated recipes or a lot of prep. And the beauty is, you don't need to eat all of them. Just choosing one that fits your taste and lifestyle is enough to start making a difference. You've probably noticed by now, we're not just talking about food. We're talking about taking your health back into your own hands. Not with diets or drastic changes, but with small, consistent habits that support your body in exactly the way it needs, at exactly the right time. And that time, surprisingly, is while you sleep. So tonight, instead of skipping that last little bite before bed, consider turning it into a moment of self-care. A way to invest in your strength, your mobility, and your independence. Because no matter your age, your body wants to thrive. It just needs the right support to do it, and there's still more to come. Some of the most effective bedtime habits involve a powerful combination of muscle-building and sleep-enhancing ingredients. Ones that are easy to sip, simple to enjoy, and incredibly effective. Let's wrap this up with 2 final evening powerhouses, ones that work especially well together to support both your muscles and your sleep. Imagine pouring yourself a small glass of something rich in color and flavor, just tart enough to make your lips pucker slightly. Tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice may sound like a fancy health trend, but it's actually one of the most natural and effective ways to improve your sleep quality and reduce muscle soreness at the same time. It's loaded with natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, including melatonin, which helps regulate your sleep cycle. But what really makes tart cherry juice special for older adults is its ability to reduce inflammation in the muscles and joints overnight. For people over 60, that's a game changer. Less inflammation means you wake up feeling less stiff, more mobile, and better prepared to stay active during the day. It's not about drinking a huge glass. Just 4 to 6 ounces about 30 to 60 minutes before bed is enough to notice a difference. You might sleep more soundly, experience fewer nighttime awakenings, and feel better the next morning. Pair that with a light protein-rich snack, and you've created a bedtime routine that both comforts and restores. Now, what if you want to go one step further? What if there was one option that checked all the boxes: muscle support, fast absorption, and a proven ability to help you stay stronger even without exercise? That's where our final bedtime boost comes in. A whey protein shake, especially one made with whey protein isolate. Whey protein is often associated with athletes or bodybuilders, but don't let that fool you. It's actually one of the most effective tools for seniors who want to protect and grow muscle mass. And the best part? You don't have to lift weights to benefit from it. Whey protein isolate is a fast-digesting, high-quality source of protein that's rich in essential amino acids, especially leucine, the same muscle-sparking nutrient found in eggs and tuna. What makes it different is how quickly it's absorbed and how powerfully it signals your body to build and preserve muscle tissue. Studies show that having a whey protein shake before bed can increase muscle protein synthesis by 22% overnight, even in people who didn't exercise. That means just by giving your body the right building blocks at the right time, you're helping it stay stronger, even while you sleep. And making it couldn't be easier. Just mix a scoop of protein powder with water or milk, shake it up, and drink. If you want to get creative, you can blend it with frozen fruit, Greek yogurt, or a spoonful of almond butter for extra flavor and benefits. Now let's take a step back. What we've talked about isn't about complicated diets or strict routines. It's about small, practical changes that anyone can make. Changes that help your body do what it's naturally trying to do: heal, recover, and stay strong. You don't have to overhaul your entire lifestyle. You don't have to count every calorie. You just need to understand what your body needs at this stage of life and give it that support consistently, especially at night, when so much of the repair and rebuilding happens. Just picture how different your days could feel if your nights worked for you instead of against you. Imagine having the energy to garden a little longer, to play with your grandkids without needing a break, to climb stairs more easily, or even just to wake up without feeling achy or stiff. All of that starts with one simple question. What are you feeding your body before you sleep? Because the truth is, your strength, your mobility, and your independence are not things you have to lose with age. They're things you can protect. Sometimes with nothing more than a spoonful of cottage cheese, a boiled egg, or a protein shake. Before bed, these small habits become powerful tools in your hands. Tools that allow you to enjoy more of life, with more comfort, more confidence, and more freedom. And here's something important to remember. You don't have to be perfect. Maybe you'll forget some nights. Maybe you'll skip a snack here and there. That's okay. What matters is that you start and you stay consistent as best you can. Your body is still listening. It's still responding. And it's never too late to make a difference. So tonight, when you're getting ready to turn in, take just a moment to ask yourself, what can I give my body right now to help it stay strong while I rest? Then choose one of these simple, nourishing foods and enjoy it knowing you're giving your body exactly what it needs. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried any of these foods at night? What's your go-to evening snack that helps you sleep and feel strong in the morning? Share your experience. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more easy, science-backed tips to help you live your best life after 60. And always remember, it's never too late to feel better, move better, and be stronger than yesterday. You've got this. Sleep well, eat well, and keep living your strongest life. So now that you know what to eat at night to protect your muscles, let's talk about how to make it all work together in a real, everyday routine. Because let's be honest, having information is great, but it's how you use it that changes your life. Let me tell you a little story. There's a gentleman named Carlos. He's 72, retired, and used to be quite active in his younger years. Over the past few years, he started noticing that he was losing muscle, especially in his legs. I feel like I'm shrinking, he told me with a chuckle. But there was real concern behind his eyes. He didn't want to go to the gym. He didn't want to count every bite he ate. But he did want to feel steady on his feet again, stronger when getting out of bed. He missed walking around the park without feeling like his legs were getting tired halfway through. So we started simple, one change, just one thing. He added half a cup of Greek yogurt before bed. That's it. After 2 weeks, he said he noticed a difference in his sleep. It was deeper, more restful. After a month, his balance started to improve. I'm not catching myself on furniture as much anymore, he laughed. After 2 months, he was adding a boiled egg with his yogurt. Then a few nights later, he swapped that for warm milk and turmeric when his joints felt tight. Sometimes he just had a scoop of almond butter and called it a night. No strict rules, just consistency and care. That's the heart of this message. Start small, stay steady, trust the process. Let's look at how you can build your own version of that. A simple bedtime muscle retention routine. Step 1. Set your evening rhythm. Try to finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. That gives your body time to digest your main meal and reset before your bedtime snack. This way, your body doesn't confuse your snack for another meal, and you avoid going to bed bloated. Turn off bright lights about 60 minutes before bed. Let your body know it's time to wind down. Put on calming music, dim the lights, maybe even light a candle or take a warm shower. This helps lower cortisol levels and prepares your body to absorb nutrients more effectively during rest. Step 2. Choose your muscle-friendly snack. Here are a few sample options you can rotate throughout the week. Cottage cheese, 1-2 cup, with a sprinkle of cinnamon or some sliced strawberries, hard-boiled egg, and a few slices of avocado or a small rice cake. Greek yogurt, unsweetened, with blueberries or a drizzle of honey tuna and olive oil on a whole wheat cracker or cucumber slices, warm milk with turmeric and a pinch of black pepper almond butter, 1 tablespoon, on a rice cake or banana slices whey, protein shake blended with water or almond milk, tart cherry juice, 4 to 6 Oz, with a piece of cheese or a handful of nuts. Don't overthink it. You're not trying to build a 5-star meal. You're giving your body a dose of protein and healthy fat, ideally slow digesting, with a little bonus of calming or anti-inflammatory ingredients. Step 3. Pair it with a relaxing habit. While you enjoy your snack, take a few minutes to do something calming. Read a book, do gentle stretches, write in a journal, listen to soft music, sit quietly with your thoughts or prayers. This helps your body associate your bedtime snack with a ritual of rest and repair. You're not just feeding your stomach, you're feeding your recovery. Step 4. Sleep deeply. Let your body work for you. As you sleep, your body shifts into healing mode. Muscle protein synthesis kicks in, inflammation reduces, hormones like melatonin and growth hormone begin to rise. That snack you had an hour ago, it's being broken down slowly, releasing amino acids into your bloodstream all night long. This is where the magic happens. Understanding what's really going on you. See, after age 60, your body doesn't stop building muscle. It just becomes more selective. You need the right signal, like leucine or casein protein, at the right time, especially before bed, in the right environment. Calm, low stress, well-nourished. This is why eating a big steak at lunch won't do as much as a small cup of Greek yogurt at night. It's not about how much protein you eat, it's about when and how your body can actually use it. That's anabolic resistance. But here's the good news. Even though your body resists, it doesn't refuse. You can retrain your muscles to respond, just with a little consistency and the right fuel. The foods we've talked about do exactly that. They don't just sit in your stomach. They send messages, nutritional instructions, to your muscles that say, stay strong, don't break down, grow, repair, protect. And when you repeat this message night after night, your body begins to listen again, slowly at first, but then more and more. What happens over time? Here's what you may start to notice within weeks of creating your bedtime muscle-preserving routine. Better sleep quality, fewer interruptions, deeper rest, less morning stiffness, especially in the back and knees, improved balance and fewer stumbles, more energy in the morning and throughout the day, increased confidence in daily movement, getting up from the couch, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, steady weight or even a shift in body composition, less fat, more lean muscle, and the best part, it doesn't require willpower, strict tracking, or exhausting exercise. It just requires a few minutes of care at night. Let's not forget the mental side of this too, because when you feel stronger physically, you feel stronger emotionally. You feel more in control. You feel more you again. That sense of loss that sometimes creeps in with aging, the feeling of becoming invisible or fragile, it fades. It gets replaced by a sense of quiet power. You're not fighting age. You're partnering with it, learning to work with your body as it is now, not as it used to be, and that's real wisdom.